just want everyone to know a little bit about Karissa Hubbard, and we're going to just talk about your book, The Popular Girl.
Sure.
And I have a question. Were you a popular girl?
I was a popular girl, technically, because I was, like, really good at basketball or whatever,
Everybody
So,
said
technically, I was the popular girl in school. But my book is based on a girl that changes the new norm for popularity. So she's popular at school because she loves God. And that was something that I think I lacked growing up. So, knowing what I know now, I wish I would have been popular for that instead of just thinking being the first girl in the NBA was the only way to be popular.
Okay, how tall are you?
5'1".
Okay.
I had big dreams.
Hey,
I had big
you know what?
dreams.
It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with that. And if you were to ask any of my friends, hey Lisa, if I was popular in high school or or any school really,
Right.
I wasn't really popular because I was a nerdy girl, and
Okay.
I'm still kind of have those nerdy girl traits, which
Right.
I think is just wonderful to be a nerdy girl. But I was that one girl that everyone was like, can you do our homework? And I turned that into a hustling enterprise.
As I can see.
So I was like, hey, got those term papers over here. Got these research papers.
I know
So
that's
I would do the homework for the athletes.
right.
For people that were just too busy that didn't want to go to class. Shout out to
That
my
was
drug
me.
dealers back in the day. I was that person.
Yeah.
So I guess that was my way of being popular because I went to school with a lot of my family members.
Okay.
So I was kind of overshadowed. They
Gotcha.
overshadowed everything I tried to do. So I'm like, I had to break out from the norm, because everyone thought me as, oh, that's just Winnie's little sister, or that's Fran and Lisa's little
Right.
cousin. Oh, that's Devin's little cousin. But don't mess with Devin because he gonna come up here and he gonna hurt you. So I was that little girl. So growing up and not really being the popular girl as having aspirations towards God, as you stated, what is your background and what made you want to even be an author?
So I think I've always known, like, I loved writing. Like, I used to have my parents always buy me Lisa Frank journals just so I could doodle in them. And doodling turned into, writing poems and writing letters. And, I went to school and I got my degree in journalism with a double emphasis in print and broadcast because I loved writing so much and I wanted to perfect it. So, I just got into the journalism world, and as you know, it's up and down, hot and cold. Places are, dismantling all the time, and I decided, I wanted to be able to control my writing, and I didn't want anybody to dictate if I was going to lose the job for writing, how I was going to write. I wanted it to be on my terms, and so that's why I decided to write my book.
So some of those journaling outlets that you worked with, Hip Hop Weekly was one of them.
Yes.
And what was another?
Too Loud Magazine right here in Houston.
What's up, Too Loud Magazine? What's up,
Hey,
Ashley?
Corey.
What's
Hey,
up,
Ashley.
Corey? So yes, Too Loud Magazine. I love them.
Yes, me too.
Just being in that atmosphere of that form of entertainment,
Yeah.
did it kind of coerce you from wanting to do something as godly as you thought you wanted to do? Because when we, just even me being in entertainment,
Right.
a lot of people, if they looked at me, they never would think. But this is like real talk. My father is a minister. I went to
Okay.
theology school. I
Oh,
have a master's degree. So,
wow.
yes, I'm a very godly person. But, it's like I never want people to be have that perception of me that, oh,
Right.
she's wild and crazy or whatever. But then, she's going to pray for you.
Right.
But when they see me, that's like, that's Tracy, that she's very genuine.
Right.
She is a very loud person. She's very
Right.
outgoing. But yes, she will pray for you. She will get you in that prayer closet.
Right.
She will put that oil on you
Yes.
and anoint you. Don't get her twisted. And a lot of people,
Right.
like, they say, oh, you're always at these industry events and things like that. I'm like, yeah, but that's work.
Right. Right.
That's not my being.
Exactly.
That's not, I'm a Christ-led, Christ-filled being. That's who I
Exactly.
am. But work is work.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
And do I let anything influence me? Absolutely
No.
not. So it's like, you know, just a lot of times, you know, people, they look at people in the entertainment industry, you know, even rappers, and they'll be like, oh, just because they curse or whatever, you know, they are not very Christian and spiritual felt. But my thing is this: if you believe in who you believe in, that's all that matters.
Period.
So how did that affect you at all, working in those particular genres, with your writing, that said that you was like, you know, I may need to walk away from this because I may be digressing a little bit.
And I don't think just being in the entertainment industry had anything to do with my leaving. I think it was more so of, I just had to get in the will of God, and I was so out of the will of God, just trying to be this dope journalist, that it was just causing so much havoc in my life. So I just had to really get back in the will of God, and one of the things in His will was for me to write this book. So I don't think being in the entertainment industry, like I said, had anything to do with it. I actually loved it. Like, it was nice getting to meet celebrities every now and then, and it didn't change my relationship with God. I was still going to church every Tuesday and Sunday, and my relationship with Him was still flourishing. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. Like you said, it's a lot about knowing who you are and knowing that you're solid in your relationship, and you don't even have to let things like that take away from who you are. So
exactly. So what was your inspiration outside of just, you love writing, to write The Popular Girl?
So I have an amazing niece. I know she's not listening, but she's 7, and I just wanted to have something for her to be inspired with. Like, times have changed so much these days, and I don't want to lose my niece to social media and, you know, conforming to the world. And I wanted her to know it's okay to love God, and it's okay to start loving God now. Like, there's, you know, so much God can already do for you at the age of 7. So just leaving something for her to have to grow up with.
So what is your take on children just being, you know, because children are very cruel, and I, you know, that's one of the things that I tell my goddaughter all the time, you know, because she'll be like, Nana, this happened, or whatever, because I always bring them to church with me when they come over and visit, and everyone knows him. But like, when she goes home and she goes to her school, and she'll be like, well, Nana, you know, well, this happened, or this kid said that, you know, she's being bullied, you know, at such a young age, and bullying is one of those things that, you know, it's like you want to just go there and confront the people, but you can't do that because you might end up on the news. But how do you think that your book, The Popular Girl, could help someone that may be being bullied?
Sure, I think it really kind of helps you to really identify and be comfortable with who you are as a person. And like I said, my character in the book, she's not worried about what people are thinking about her, saying encouraging words or giving scriptures or praying. She's so focused on who God has created her to be and the purpose that He has set for her. Nothing can distract her. And being an educator and being a coach, that's one of the biggest things that I preach to my girls as well. As long as you know who you are, nothing anyone says should be able to shake who you are. And I know that's the toughest challenge growing up. But I think if you go ahead and instill that in them and fill them with love and encouragement, those are the things that they'll remember more than the negativity. So the more positive you pour in, the more positive that you'll get out of kids. So,
well, that's good. Have you partnered with any other children authors to kind of do a speaking tour?
I have not, but I have been in contact with some of the other authors that are on the same publishing group with me. We're actually all supposed to be going to Miami for the Miami book tour, next month, actually. So it'll be a chance for us to kind of all get together. So that'll kind of be the first time I'll get to meet another children's authors, but I'm excited about that.
And The Popular Girl actually came out
April.
In April.
Yes.
God, that was in April?
Yes. Yes. And thank you again for being there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for reaching out to me to be there. But since April, it has really jumped off.
Absolutely.
You have just taken this publication and soared with it.
Thank you.
In such a short time. It
Yeah.
feels like it's been a long time. It's been a short time, though. You have been on different media outlets talking about the book.
Yeah.
And of course, you got this tour coming up next month.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. I've also been nominated as one of the top expressionists in Houston for the whole year of 2018. So that's huge.
Yes.
I really never saw any of this coming. None of the speaking engagements. I just kind of wrote my book to write my book. But, you know, it's really been a blessing. So I'm super excited.
Well, definitely thank you for writing a book. Like I said, my goddaughter, she loved the book. And
Thank you.
I was like, well, I should buy a plastic sleeve for it. I said, we got to treat this like a comic book. Of course, she's like, what's a comic book? We got to put this, when you're done, we're going to put it back in this plastic sleeve. And it goes up here on the wall. Okay? And I said, because this book is going to be like worth something way down the line. I said, because this is her first publication. So when she comes out with the next one, you have your little wall of Karissa Hubbard books.
Yes. And at work today, it was a super special moment. I went to go talk to my principal, and I'm looking on her desk, and there's my book. I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, like the support that I've received from all of my family and friends has been like amazing. Like, I feel like I can't say thank you enough. Like, I really couldn't be here without them. So I had to say thank you to everyone who supported me.
And it's an awesome book. Also,
Thank you.
Who did your illustration on the book again? Designs?
So her name is Finny Fu.
Okay.
There's a website called Fiverr that I found her on, and she did a phenomenal job.
Oh, wow.
I just shared my vision with her, and she took off with it. So it's been amazing.
Okay. So what do you have outside of the book tour in Miami? What do you have coming up next?
Next is also the BH100 final show. So I'll
in November at Warehouse Live.
Yes, November 11th. And right now, other than that, I'm in coach mode. So that's my other hat that I wear.
Okay, you're coaching
volleyball. Right after volleyball starts basketball. I also am graduating in November.
Congratulations.
I will be a international certified Christian counselor. So yeah, I have a lot of other hats going on. But I plan to get back focusing on my book as soon as season's over. That just has kind of been my focus right now. I got to get these girls ready.
So, just getting back into book mode after you have everything else under wraps, will there be a popular girl too? Like, will she continue to take her journey? Will we still see this character played out in other books?
Absolutely. That's always been my goal, is to kind of have the popular grow up. So right now she's in elementary. She's got to get through middle school. She's got to get through high school and college and kind of view the world still trying to be the popular girl. So like I said, I've really kind of just been getting back in the school mode. But once God places something on my heart, I'm definitely ready for book number 2.
Awesome. You can't tell us what that title may be
yet?
No,
not yet.
Where can our audience find you?
So my book is actually on Amazon. It's also on my publisher's website, which is whitegarmentpg.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at author Karissa Hubbard. You can also find me on Twitter, The Popular Girl 18, and then my Facebook page is Karissa Hubbard.
Okay, and if you're looking how to spell Karissa, if you go to